Congress MP Shashi Tharoor faced a significant setback on Thursday when the Delhi High Court rejected his petition to dismiss a defamation case related to his controversial remarks about Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The court also lifted the stay on the trial that had been previously imposed. The case stems from comments Tharoor made in 2018, which led BJP leader Rajiv Babbar to file the defamation case. Tharoor had sought to hold the trial proceedings through the High Court, which initially granted a stay. However, with the court's recent decision, the trial will now continue, meaning Tharoor must face the case in court. Telangana Chief Minister Revantha Reddy is facing increasing challenges as the Supreme Court announced on Thursday that it will appoint a special public prosecutor to handle the cash for vote scam case against him. The bench, comprising Justice B.R. Gavai, P.K. Mishra and K.V. Vishwanathan, stated they would consult with Telangana officials on this matter. This decision came during the hearing of petition requesting the transfer of the case out of Telangana due to Reddy's significant political influence in the state. However, the court rejected the transfer request. The petition, filed by BRS MLA Guttakandala Jagdish Reddy and 3 others, argued that since Revantha Reddy also holds the position of Home Minister, the Anti-Corruption Bureau, which is investigating the case, is under his control. Advocate C. Sundaram, representing the petitioners, emphasized the principle of natural justice, stating that no one should be a judge in their own case. The court, however, refused to express distrust towards the state's judges but agreed to appoint a special public prosecutor after consulting its Telangana colleagues. The Calcutta High Court has decided not to intervene in the release of director Sanuj Mishra's film, The Diary of West Bengal, which is set to premiere on Friday, August 30th. A public interest litigation (PIL) was filed by Rajiv Kumar Jha, who sought to halt the film's release, arguing that it could disrupt communal harmony due to certain scenes. However, during the hearing, the court noted that the petitioner had not seen the film and emphasized that the release could not be stopped without valid grounds. The court stated that if the film has been approved by the censor board, it cannot be prevented from being released. The court also clarified that any objections to specific scenes can be brought up after the film's release. The Diary of West Bengal addresses sensitive topics such as Rohingya refugees, illegal immigration, and love jihad. The film's producer claims that it aims to highlight important social issues that have long been overlooked. However, the film has faced controversy since its trailer was released, leading to legal action against the director by the West Bengal government. Former Wrestling Federation President Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh, who is facing accusations of sexually exploiting female wrestlers, faced a setback in the Delhi High Court. The court denied him immediate relief after he challenged both FIR filed against him and the trial court's decision to frame changes. The next hearing is scheduled for September 26th. Justice Neena Banshal Krishna observed that challenging the framing of charges after the trial has already begun suggests an attempt to dismiss the entire case. Brij Bhushan Singh's lawyer Rajiv Mohan argued that the allegations are part of a hidden agenda to remove Singh from his position as president of the Wrestling Federation of India. However, the Delhi police opposed this claim, deeming the petition unfit for consideration. The High Court has instructed Singh's lawyer to submit a written statement within 2 weeks. The trial in this case commenced on July 26th at Delhi's Rouse Avenue Court. The Supreme Court has ruled that the transgender identity certificate will be recognized as a valid document for obtaining a PAN card. The central government informed the court that under Transgender Persons Protection of Rights Act 2019, identity certificates issued by a district magistrate will be valid for PAN card applications. The Supreme Court has agreed to this request in principle and suggested incorporating it into the relevant rules. This decision stems from a 2018 petition by a transgender individual who argued that the lack of a third gender option prevented them from linking their PAN card with Aadhaar. A bench comprising Justice Sudhanshu Dhulia and Justice Ehsanuddin Amanullah recommended that the government amend the Transgender Persons Protection of Rights Act 2019 to recognize identity cards and sex change certificate as valid documents for PAN card applications. The government has now agreed to this. The Supreme Court has approved the move. Watch our special programs and share the videos to stay updated with daily court proceedings.